What is going on, guys? How are you all doing? This is Giancarlo here at Magnet Crypto, back again with another video. I might as well change this channel to Magnet DAO because all I talk about is DAOs, and this video is going to be about DAOs again. In particular, the main ones I've been covering: Time Wonderland, Olympus DAO, Rome DAO, and also Hector DAO. Now let's start with Time Wonderland. Reason being is because there's been some developments within this space, and for a long time the DAOs have been hemorrhaging money, right? So a big problem with these DAOs, and a big reason why a lot of them have been losing so much money, is because they are amazing mechanisms for accruing money, for increasing the value of these reserve currencies. But a problem is, and a lot of people call these DAOs Ponzi schemes, because the only way the price keeps going up is by having new buyers. So when that kind of chain stops of new buyers coming in, people start, selling their stake. They start unstaking their tokens, and thus the hemorrhaging begins. That's the big problem with these DAOs. So they're very good at raising money, but they're very bad at doing something with it. And that's why Time Wonderland is finally making a difference. They're finally changing their strategy. And of course, with the leader Daniel at the helm, this is no surprise. So this is why this article is very, very important. It's because it's the first time a DAO has made an investment into a project. And that's why I'm super bullish on Time. Now we'll get to the technicals in a minute, but first let's cover this article because it is very, very important, and it's changing the trajectory of DAOs. But because at the moment it was an explosive beginning with DAOs, but then they started hemorrhaging money because nothing was being done with it. New DAOs are being constantly created, so money would go from this one to the next new one to the next one, and so nothing was actually happening with the money, which was circulating between different projects. So the fact now that these guys are making a difference, they're actually investing in a project, this is changing the trajectory. Potentially, all the money is going to start coming to Time Wonderland, or other projects are going to follow suit and start to do something with their big reserves, their treasuries. So let's begin. Avalanche-based Wonderland makes seed investment in betting DApp. The DAO wants to compete with venture capitalists by providing opportunities to its Frog Nation instead. So Wonderland has invested in the Polygon-based project called BetSwap. So the move marks one of the first instances of community-governed crypto projects investing in a decentralized protocol that relies on smart contracts instead of third parties providing financial services such as lending, borrowing, and trading to users. So Wonderland users, which is self-styled as the Frog Nation in Crypto Circle, which takes assets on the Wonderland platform, will, and this is an important part. So if you stake your Time tokens, then you will receive BetSwap tokens once they are issued. So these airdrops are coming if you are invested and if you stake the Time token. So BetSwap allows users to bet on or be a bookmaker for a variety of markets, such as sports. Its BSGG token allows holders to get discounted platform fees and participate in platform governance. According to the post, about 2 billion BSGG tokens were allocated to 18.3 million worth of Wrap Memo, freely traded token that represents the amount of time the native token of Wonderland staked by users. Now this is what's interesting and what's really revolutionary about DAOs and DeFi 2.0 and the potential effect it can have on the future of investing in the VC realm. Now, reading on what Wonderland brings to the table is both funds and a dedicated community that interacts with crypto protocols. Wonderland is offering a unique perspective for early projects, the eyes and opinions of a very vibrant, fast-growing crypto community, which is aligned to its treasury and the success of those early stage investments by holding the Wrap Memo token, developer said in this post. So what I'm thinking about is, the craze that happened with the in the stock market when you had I forgot the name of it, but the whole meme revolution where the community essentially, banded together to take down the big investment firms. And so that had a big effect on the stock market. The small, I can't remember the name of the stocks, do forgive me for that, but it had a huge effect on these small stocks. So they tried to basically short it to the ground, but a community of investors all banded together to go against the big investment firms, and they actually succeeded. They made a massive dent in the stock market, and they were feared from then on. So this is the same thing that I'm thinking about in regards to this. If you band together as a community, you can have a big effect in the market. So that's the potential of these DAOs. Big communities, when focused in one direction, it can really have a massive impact. So it goes on to talk about Time Wonderland and the founder, which I've spoken about many times. Essentially, that's it. So this is the first investment that a DAO has made into another project, a decentralized project. So very, very, very bullish. And also, if you're holding Time Wonderland, expect that airdrop. You might want to load up a little bit more if you want to gain a larger share of this airdrop. Now let's get into the technicals. Might as well start off with Time Wonderland. Now, I charted this in the last week or so, and this Fibonacci was in play for a while. It was respecting this play, and I mentioned, apart from these drops over here, it's heading towards the 3000 level. It broke below, and as it broke below, it was most likely going to go towards the 0.5, 0.618, which is the low 2000 level, and it's done exactly that. What we saw was a break, a classic retest of support turned into resistance, and then instantly lower levels. Now, it might end up reversing around these levels up to the 786. I think 2000 is going to be the next major level, but it's very hard to tell. We can't look at the reversal until we start seeing reversal signs, so it doesn't look like it's going to be stopping just yet. But the levels that I am eyeing up is now the 618 and then the 786, which is basically around $2,000. That's going to be the next major level. We'll see how it reacts at that point. If we see a massive rejection from 2000, then we can perhaps start to build the case for that support level, build the case for that reversal point. But at the moment, it's looking very bearish. Although the fundamentals look bullish, the technicals are looking rather bearish. But, because the fundamentals are looking so good, that's why I'm more confident to build further positions into Time Wonderland. Now, I'm not going to ape in just yet. I think the best play is always to dollar cost average, because you never know how far it can go. If it breaks 2000, who knows how far it can go. But that's going to be the next level that I'm going to be watching. And again, bear in mind, it's going to be airdrops with that BSGG token. So have a look at that. Next, we'll look at Hector DAO. Hector DAO is looking rather bullish, as mentioned in previous technical breakdowns. So we had this double bottom over here, beautiful W pattern. It's now broken towards $70, which is actually a previous support level, now turned to resistance, and it's also simultaneously testing this high, which is between the double bottom. So that 65 level is looking to be quite important. If you can hold that, super bullish, very, very bullish. Overall, though, I think, even if it doesn't do that, this is on 4 hourly, even if it doesn't hold that level, overall it's looking quite bullish. Even on the daily time frame, you can see somewhat of a wide double bottom, an Eve, an Adam and Eve, perhaps you can say. So the kind of levels that I'm looking at, if it can hold 65, that's one level, then I can easily see it break 70 and then head towards $85 towards $100. If it breaks that, the next levels I'm going to be looking at is going to be $60. That's going to be huge. If it goes below that, then this pattern has been invalidated, but so far it's looking like a double bottom. But let's be patient, let's see what the chart's saying, but it's looking bullish so far. And also I've been told, by my crypto community that Hector DAO is developing its plan for one of the next development, which is to develop some kind of banking system. So that's their next major project, which is going to be later in January. And so it could be rallying because of this, in anticipation of this. So let's keep an eye on that. We'll have a look at Rome DAO as well. So their RPG game is going to be starting soon, as soon as tomorrow actually, the 9th of Jan. So you can start if you stake. I think you still got time to stake and pledge 0.33 S Rome, and that will allow you to join one of the houses and play the RPG game where you can do missions, you get NFTs. It's going to be a very interesting experience. If it's successful, it's definitely going to establish Rome DAO within the Moonriver space. So in terms of technicals, you see a massive reversal right here. Beautiful to see. Right now it's just below a previous resistance level at 410. Obviously not ideal. The next major support level is going to be around $330. So at least it can hold that. It is looking like it's kind of like a descending wedge. So perhaps this could be a bullish pattern. If we see some further bounces in between, I would become more bullish that this could be a bullish breakout result from this. But perhaps I can see what I can see happening is this support level being tapped at some point, especially because it's below this resistance level. I can see it go further down towards there. But mainly for me, as long as it creates a higher low from this point, so as long as it creates a higher low somewhere around here, I think I'm going to be bullish with Rome DAO. So it's good to see that. Lastly, we'll have a look at Olympus DAO and then we'll wrap up this video. Olympus DAO is still looking rather bearish alongside Time Wonderland. It's just been bleeding out all the way from 1,200, 1,300 all the way down to 270. The next major level is going to be around the lower $200 level, 250, 240. You can see there a lot of activity in this area. So we could expect a bounce at least from that area, if not a full-blown reversal. On the weekly time frame, as you can see, it's just dipping below this major support level of 280 or 300. So we haven't closed there yet, but it's Sunday tomorrow, so it's likely it's going to be closing below this level, which is 276. The next support level is going to be around 220, and if that doesn't hold, it's going to be all the way down to 160. So it's looking very bearish. You know, don't really want to touch this at the moment, alongside Time Wonderland. But again, the fundamentals are still good. So if you're interested, it's always good to build positions in your most bullish fundamental projects. But we'll end it there on a bearish note. So hopefully you got some value from that, and see you in the next video. Peace.